So, hi, hello viewers. Myself Yashika. I'm serving as an assistant manager here in public relation department. Here we have Akshay sir from STFT Finance. He is a compliance and a legal head at STFT Finance. So, sir, we are very excited to have you in this podcast.
Thank you so much. I'm excited as well.
So, we will be discussing a few questions related to conciliation and arbitration. As a compliance head at STFT Finance, so you oversee a regulatory compliance within your organization. So, how do you prescribe the role of alternative dispute resolution? So, platform like a private court in ensuring compliance with legal and regulatory requirements.
So, for an organization like us, like we are an NBFC, so we
Okay.
need to follow certain regulation and guidelines for this.
Okay.
And being in service sector, always require customer. We have to see through the customer perspective, and RBI also want us to look at the customer benefits first, and for if they have any grievance or for the dispute resolution also. So we
Okay.
have to put customer first.
Okay.
And I guess private court are adhering to all the regulations that are issued by RBI, and we are giving a pretty fair chance to customer for settling their dispute through private court,
Okay.
so that they can also, court procedure takes long and they are very tiring and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So from that perspective also, and from the compliance perspective also, I guess the regulations are must for us to follow, and private court is giving us that opportunity that we can be compliant and as well as we can resolve our dispute efficiently and effectively.
Okay. So, sir, sorry to interrupt. Can you please open up your camera?
Actually, I'm outside somewhere, so that's why.
ओके सो आपको जैसे पता होगा कि एक्चुअली क्या होता है ना कि काफी जब हम यहाँ से भी कॉल करते हैं कस्टमर्स को तो वो लोग अवेयर नहीं रहते हैं कंसल्टेशन और आर्बिट्रेशन के लिए
Yes, yes.
तो
Uh, this is the most common problem that we face.
तो इस अगर जैसे अगर हम कॉल कर रहे हैं तो वो एक्चुअली में उनको नहीं पता होता कि कंसलेशन क्या है और ये आर्बिट्रेशन क्या है और मेरा ये भी क्वेश्चन है आपसे कि अगर आप आगे जब आपको सेटलमेंट के लिए जब आते हैं कस्टमर्स आपके साथ आपके पास तो आप वहां पे क्या चैलेंजेस आप फेस करते हो
See, as you said, the most common challenge is this only, that we have to make them aware of what this is and what this actually means for them also. And after that, if I look from the company perspective, that is chasing the client is the most tiring of us and for private courses as well. Because customers just they're not reachable or their phone is off, they're not able, they're not at their address. That is the most common problem and most tiring problem, I think.
अच्छा
And yes, of course, the awareness.
Okay. So the next question is, in your experience, what are the main advantages of utilizing a ADR platform? ADR means the alternative dispute resolution platform, such as private court, resolving a disputes within the financial sector, particularly in NBFCs like STFT Finance.
The first and foremost, I guess the first and foremost advantage is that the timely resolution. As I mentioned earlier, the court takes longer time than 3 years for resolving a dispute. If we file a case under Section 138, and that is, uh, and for this also, I guess timely resolution and the effectiveness of the process is the most beneficial.
Okay. So, next question is, can you share any challenges or drawbacks that you have encountered when considering a ADR platform for resolving a dispute, and how have you addressed or mitigated those challenges?
Right now, we are not facing as much as the challenges that we expected.
Mhm.
It is going pretty smooth right now. But I am looking forward at the lab cases, how they will look. I guess the challenges will be there on. For the unsecured cases, it is pretty much efficient. For the lab cases, it is a challenging job.
So एग्जांपल दे सकते हो आप?
Sorry.
एग्जांपल.
For example, like we have settled a few cases, and
हम्म.
that are all they're all unsecured cases,
अच्छा.
and it has been a pretty much easy job for settling the unsecured cases. And the challenges I'm looking for is for the lab cases, and I'm looking forward it how the private court will resolve it. I know and I hope they will resolve it as quick as that unsecured.
Yes, sir.
Hmm.
The next question is, how do you believe the ADR platform like private courts can further improve to better meet the needs of NBFCs and other financial institution?
I guess they can make the customer and the general public aware of the process first and foremost.
Hmm.
That will help private court and the organization
Hmm.
for skipping one step, for creating the awareness and all. Like this podcast they are organizing. I guess it is a good initiative for this awareness program also.
Okay.
So, and what was your question again? I saw it.
Okay. Uh, or, yes,
Hello,
yes, sir, yes, sir.
can you hear me? Yes.
Is there any?
Hello.
हाँ, yes, sir.
Uh-huh.
और कोई questions आप और कोई answers आप और देना चाहते हो इसके regarding?
For increasing to improve the services, right?
Hmm.
I guess they are doing a pretty good job. So we are not facing any, problem till now. So I can
Easy.
really can't comment on this. It is easy going right now. So I
Hmm.
can really comment on that. But they can just increase the awareness and increase the efficiency.
अब जैसे आप अभी 8 months हुआ है आपको हमारे साथ
Mm-hmm.
कोलैबोरेट करोगे, तो उससे पहले आप
Yes.
कैसे मतलब कस्टमर से डील करते थे जो लोग नहीं पेमेंट कर पाते थे?
So we were going through the traditional process only. We were sending our collection officers there, and we were initiating the legal court proceedings, and that
हम्म.
was a lengthy process. It took so much of time to connect to the customers, and our collection officers were also tired of going regularly to the same customer, and they were just chasing them. I guess
हम्म.
private court have you know made this effort easy for us.
हम्म.
And from the past 8 months, we can focus on the new bouncing and all. We are focusing on the new bouncing, and the past collection and the NPA thing is private court looking for us independently, and that is very much efficient for the company.
Yes,
We
sir.
can channel our resources somewhere else.
हम्म. ठीक है. The next question is, from a compliance perspective, what measures should NBFCs take when integrating the ADR platform into their dispute resolution strategies, and how can private court assist in this process?
From the compliance perspective, I guess the timelines are most important in these cases, like for NPA timelines and all that. When you are initiating the proceeding, that depends. So for the basic SOPs, like we have formulated basic SOPs, we'll initiate 7 days demand notice and we'll initiate LRN after that. And there should be an SOP for that.
Okay. Okay. So the next question is, in what ways can alternative dispute resolution platform contribute to enhancing the transparency and accountability within the financial sector? And how can organization like STFT Finance leverage these benefits?
There is no question of transparency and accountability in my point of view. These processes are they're just mediating between the company and the client.
Yes, sir.
That we have obviously signed an agreement on this agreement for they can't share our customer client details with anyone. So there's not much scope for transparency and accountability. There's not much scope for leakage of the information from this to this contractual agreement.
तो
So
जब
from
आप
that perspective, I guess, yes,
हाँ,
yes.
यस सर, बोलिए बोलिए।
नहीं नहीं आप बोलो।
सर, मेरा कहने का मतलब है कि जैसे अगर आप पहले 8 मंथ्स पहले तो प्राइवेट कोर्ट को आपको 8 मंथ्स हो ही गया है हमारे साथ कॉल।
हम्म।
तो इससे पहले जब आप आपके लिए ना बहुत टाइम टेकिंग हो जाता था, और पुलिस जो है कस्टमर
यस।
के पास जा रही है, वहां से फिर इतना, ऑफ कोर्स सी बात है, मेरे हिसाब से तो 2-3 मंथ्स एक ही केस पे तो जाता ही जाता होगा, या फिर उससे मोर देन भी हो जाता होगा।
एक्चुअली मोर देन दैट,
हाँ,
मोर देन दैट।
मोर देन दैट।
हम्म।
उसमें भी कुछ
हम्म।
अमाउंट रिकवर होता था, या फिर ये प्राइवेट कोर्ट का ऑप्शन लेना बेटर है या फिर प्राइवेट कोर्ट से पहले?
No, no, definitely private court का option लेना is better because for recovering the amount, the customer here is like rigid.
हम्म।
They will not give any amount, and you can send all the notices you want to send. You
हम्म।
can even take them to the court. Court takes, they know that court takes a long time, like 3 years,
हम्म।
2 years for issuing the notice also, for
हम्म।
summoning them. They know that. They are very clever in this. So
यस।
private court is much better option for any organization. For if you want to like, settle the cases and all, the private court is much better option. And we are happy that we chose them because many of our cases got resolved.
हम्म।
Because they have that fear of this arbitration process. So
हाँ,
it is just like
और प्राइवेट
no,
अपने आप में भी
parallel to the
डिपेंड।
court process, right?
हाँ, तो वो प्राइवेट
So,
कोर्ट जैसी नोटिस जाता है उनपे, तो उनको होता है कि प्राइवेट
हम्म।
कोर्ट से कैसे नोटिस आया है, क्योंकि हमारे पास कॉल्स
हाँ
आते
हाँ
हैं,
हाँ
लोग बोलते हैं आर्बिट्रेशन क्या है, कंसलेशन क्या है, ऐसे कैसे हो गया। तो
हाँ हाँ हाँ।
इसी के रिगार्डिंग। ठीक।
वही 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 मैं आपको कह रहा हूँ बिकॉज देयर इज नो अवेयरनेस। तो if एक बार जब आप उनके पास नोटिस जाता है तो दे आल्सो गेट अवेयर ऑफ दिस दैट दिस इज द प्रोसेस आल्सो।
हम्म।
देन दे इनिशिएट, दे आर रेडी फॉर द
ठीक है।
सेटलमेंट मोस्ट ऑफ द कस्टमर्स।
हम्म। So the next question is, given the evolving regulatory landscape in the financial industry, so how do you see the role of ADR platforms evolving, and what opportunities does this present for the organization like STFT Finance and ADR providers like Private Court?
I guess it will increase gradually because most of the companies now want to settle their loan. They don't want to go through the traditional process like technology evolving, and everything is fast now. The company want to move fast. They can't just show NP in the books and keep tagging them along. So it is a very good process, and I guess it has a much bigger scope in coming days
Hmm.
because it makes the company's account also clear. Once the loan gets settled, so there is no NPA and all. That helps the company also.
Yes, sir. ठीक है। And the next question is, can you discuss any specific case or scenarios when ADR platforms have proven to be the particularly effective in resolving a dispute within the financial sector, and what lessons can be learned from these experiences?
So not a particular case, but there have been certain challenges when we were not able to locate the customer or get in contact with him. Then private could initiated the uh, freezing their bank accounts and all, and the customer just showed up
Yes, sir.
and eventually look, he was ready to settle also.
Yes, sir. Actually,
So this is
इंट्रिम ऑर्डर जैसी पास होता है ना, वो
hmm.
freeze लग जाता है अकाउंट में, और फिर वो ट्रांजैक्शन।
Yes, because उनके सारे बैंक अकाउंट्स, if they bank accounts are freeze, they are not able to do anything.
हम्म।
हाँ, उनके पास and we have settled one case like this also. When
अच्छा।
the account got freeze, the client settled the amount. I don't
इन्हीं।
remember the case name, but recently it happened, like 1 or 2 months back.
Okay, so can you please tell me the whole scenario, what was happened?
So the thing was, the customer was like, WL, we were not able to locate him and all, and we passed the interim order for few of our clients.
Okay.
that we thought surfaced. And
Mhm.
eventually, one of them came because the bank account was freezed, and he contacted our collection officer.
Okay.
And then he was ready to settle the amount. Gradually, he settled, and the bank account was released. So
Okay.
he generated the fear because of the bank account.
Mm. Yes, sir.
They have money. Most of the clients have money. It's just the intention of not paying. So
Yes, sir.
when they face these issues, they just pay the amount and settle the case.
एक्चुअली होता भी है ना क्योंकि फ्रीज हो चुका है आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते और वो कई लोग को वो
Because the
लगता
business
है.
got stuck, everything gets stuck when your bank account is closed.
यस सर.
आजकल तो वैसे ही डिजिटल मोड है, यूपीआई कोड है, एंड दिस बैंक अकाउंट इज नो वन कैन डू एनीथिंग, नो वन
हाँ.
कीप्स कैश.
हाँ. डिजिटल सब कुछ है हर कहीं पे
So
भी
it
जा.
helps.
हाँ.
It helps in many ways. So
हाँ.
this was one of the case which worked for us.
ओके. एक्चुअली अगर फ्रीज भी हो गया है तो कईयों को पता भी होता है कि सेटलमेंट हो सकता है इतना तो थोड़ा बहुत तो
हम्म.
पता ही रहता है
एवरीवन नोज, हर किसी को
हाँ.
पता होता है, बट जस्ट दैट इनकी इंटेंशन, कईयों का होता है, देखो कईयों की मजबूरी होती है. दे
हम्म.
आर कस्टमर दैट गॉट bankrupt and all, we know that,
हाँ.
and we do not push them also. Obviously we will initiate a case because these are legal proceeding process. So look, we have to raise a case, we can't just write off.
ओके. सो द नेक्स्ट
But
क्वेश्चन.
we understand certain clients.
हाँ. तो
Yes, please proceed.
हाँ. तो so next question is can you discuss so how does the STFT finance approach the selection and the evolution of ADR platform and what factors do you consider when determining the suitability of a platform like a private code?
So we were doing arbitration process earlier also, but like I said, we were going through the traditional route.
Okay.
The arbitrator was not initiating anything, or the lawyer was not initiating or calling any customers, following up with them, or making aware what is the process that is going on with them. They
Okay.
were just issuing notices, and they were not bothered also कि
Hmm.
notice has reached or not. Private court ensures that the notice is reached. If not reached, they will call the customer, they will contact him through WhatsApp, any means. They will
Yes.
visit also.
यस सर. एक डेली
So,
कांटेक्ट एक ऑल्टरनेटिव कांटेक्ट में भी फर्क आ जाता है अगर आप डेली कांटेक्ट कर रहे हो कस्टमर को तो ऑफ
hmm.
कोर्स बात है कि वो उस पे फियर भी रहेगा उस पे प्रेशर भी पड़ेगा कि उसे
Yes,
देना.
yes, yes.
और अगर ऑल्टरनेटिव अगर आप जैसे एज अ कैजुअल वे में ले रहे हो कि नहीं आज कर दिया कोई 3-4 दिन बाद
Mm-hmm.
और नोटिस भेज
So
नोटिस.
traditionally,
हाँ.
arbiter and lawyers do not. They have many cases, so they just don't go into depth of every case. So we were we were approached by the private court, and we took their demo,
हम्म.
and we were like, we were happy to see it, they are taking initiative for making aware the customers, and um, उनको call करके उनको समझा के, and everything was good. So
Okay.
first and we were mostly looking for the unsecured cases because they can get settled easily. So
Yes.
that was our selection process, and we allocate mostly uh, these unsecured cases, smaller cases that can get settled. For the lab cases, we follow traditional process also. Arbitration we raise when like there is no hope for anything. Then we raise arbitration for the lab cases.
ओके. सो आपका जो आर्बिट्रेशन और कंसिलिएशन तो ये अब 8 मंथ से चालू हुआ उससे पहले आप लोग कोर्ट में जाते होगे
हाँ
वहाँ.
हाँ, we were going through traditional process. Court में arbitrator भी appointed था,
हम्म.
and that was costly also.
हाँ.
Private court is very much appreciating the cost.
यस सर. और कॉस्ट तो है ही है साथ में कॉस्ट के साथ वो टाइम भी जाता ही जाता है.
Yes. Efforts and time,
हाँ.
everything is like making the company benefited. The
तो
thing is
उसमें
that the company is benefiting from the private.
ओके. तो उसमें लगभग कितने केसेस होते थे कि जो स्मॉल केसेस का भी अगर हम बात करें अगर हम उस कोर्ट परस्पेक्टिव से जा रहे हैं ट्रेडिशनल वे में तो उसमें भी
हम्म.
कितना टाइम लग जाता था कि अगर एक केस में भी अगर हम आर्बिट्रेटर में अगर महीने में भी 2-3 बारी हियरिंग हो रही है तो बट फिर भी.
पहले तो we were not initiating arbitration process for unsecured cases.
ओके.
We were just going for the lab cases for arbitration.
Okay.
Yeah, after the private court only, we were initiating arbitration for unsecured cases as well. And that has proven to be a much more effective way than going to the traditional. We are going to traditional way also. We are filing the court cases on the court also parallelly.
Okay.
Hmm. But
So
unsecured cases, we have started arbitration after the private case only.
यस सर, ठीक है।
Hmm.
आपको उसमें क्या रिजल्ट, आप बेस्ट रिजल्ट तो आई नो आया ही होगा, और उसमें
Hmm.
और कुछ इसमें कुछ ऐसा रिजल्ट आया हो कि ऐसा कोई केस ऐसा हो जिसमें आपको लगा कि ये तो हो ही नहीं रहा था और ये प्राइवेट कोर्ट से हम जब हम कोलैबोरेट किया तो ये वाले केस।
There are most of the many cases like this. We were not able to contact the customer,
ओके।
and private court ने contact किया, and the customer also came to the meeting. In fact,
ओके।
they are not settled, but at least they are coming to the meeting, and we have certain hope for them. They will settle.
तो आप काफी टाइम से कांटेक्ट करोगे तो वो कांटेक्ट में आ नहीं रहे होंगे।
हाँ, they are not. They were not contacted.
Okay. Okay, so the next question is, are there any emerging trends or developments or area that you believe will have a significant impact on the financial industry, and how can organization stay ahead of these changes with the help of a platform like a private group?
Significant trends right now. The trend is to default. The customer know that, and the company cannot do anything if the unsecured cases default. The
Hmm.
customer are very well aware, and this is the trend going in Delhi NCR especially.
Yes, sir.
Delhi NCR's customer have become so clever. They'll take the loan 2 or 3 lakhs. They know that there is a lengthy process, and they just say that I don't have money. You do what you want to do. You file legal cases. They don't care for that because they know unsecured cases. No one look into that.
Yes, sir. कई लोग।
So they have become clever, and this is the emerging trend. And the private good like organization, they are making the customer come to the platform, settling the loan. You
Yes.
know what is great other than this? When
Yes.
the customer is, they know the trend. Most of the customers, Delhi NCR especially.
ओके। सो अब दिल्ली एनसीआर में अब आपने जैसे बोला कि काफी लोग जो पीपल होते हैं जो आके लोन ले लेते, बट ईएमआई उनका नहीं जाता फर्स्ट
This is
मंथ।
the trend for them because they know, because word of mouth, also they know the legal process. They don't care of the notice. They don't care. If you send demand notice, LLM, they don't care.
यस सर।
They
ठीक।
don't even
हम्म।
accept the notice.
हाँ, वो बहुत
Hmm.
ग्रांटेड वे में ले लेते कि कोई नहीं आ
Hmm.
जाए। अभी तो
And when the
फर्स्ट।
private court, when the private court, when private court approaches them and say that this is the court proceedings and all, then they just, you know, get it. मतलब, उसके बाद they understand कि हाँ, I guess legal proceedings start हो गई. Then they think to settle down.
यस सर। और
Eventually, if the customer is मतलब habitual of not giving the money, he will not give. Do whatever you want.
यस सर, और कुछ केसेस तो ऐसे भी होते होंगे कि एड्रेस कुछ और दे रखा है, रहते कहीं और है, और कुछ कांटेक्ट नहीं हो रहा है, और नोट।
Not like this, but during COVID and after that also, we see most of the customers we serve, they are from the rural areas and मतलब outer skirts, not proper cities.
ओके।
So mostly the migrant ones.
यस सर।
So what they do is they take the loan and they sell the property and go to their village. Now you can't locate their village and where कहाँ पर गए, and you don't know that.
यस सर।
Most of them go to Bihar, whatever the village is. So we face this during COVID.
ओके। ओके
Now we are doing background checks for that.
yes sir. So the next question is, in what way do you see the private court evolving a ADR or online dispute resolution in the future?
Sorry, I lost.
In what way do you see private court evolving a ADR or online dispute resolution in the future?
See that I can't say that is the ultimate goal of private court to evolve for a digital solution also.
Yes, sir.
But I guess they should take steps for digitally evolving.
Yes, sir. Okay. Okay, so the next question is, can you share any success stories or the case study where the private court particularly effective in resolving a dispute?
Uh, like I shared earlier, there were few cases where
Mm-hmm.
we were not able to locate the private court entered and they settled the amount. And there were two or three cases which
Okay.
took a lot of time and all, and efforts by the private court also. They
Yes.
chase the customer, they make them understood what
Mm-hmm.
is happening and how can they get settle and how they can also benefit from this.
Yes, sir. और
So
वो
there were few cases.
ओके, तो कब से आप लोग
Hmm.
कांटेक्ट कर रहे होगे? यहाँ से प्राइवेट कोर्ट की तरफ से गया होगा तो सेटल भी होगा, लोन क्लोज होने में भी इतना टाइम नहीं लगा होगा, क्लोज भी।
नहीं नहीं,
हाँ।
क्लोज भी जल्दी हो गया था एंड few of them like settled for making the payment through installment also. So private court ensured that कि वो भी possible हो.
ओके। यस
So
सर।
few cases got settled right away and few cases are paying installments.
ओके, so the next question is, how does the private court process the ADR and online dispute resolution work, and how does it differ from going to court, and what are your views on this?
See, the uh, private court process is much more efficient, as I said, in the
Hmm.
take it as a time or take it as a cost. It is much more efficient and effective also.
Yes, sir.
Traditional court is like uh, they will take all the time and the money, but there are no results.
Okay.
We have filed cases in 2021 and there is no result till now for the court. They have issued someone, no one is responding. But
Hmm.
for warrant, we are waiting still we are waiting for the warrants to issue.
Okay.
So you can guess it, it's been 3 years. And with private court, we have settled the cases in like 2 months, 3 months time. And we're looking forward for settling more.
Okay. Okay, sir.
Hmm.
Is there any answer of this question?
Sorry?
Is there any answer? मतलब कोई और आंसर, आप कोई और सिनेरियो आप बता सकते हो ऑडियंस
No,
को?
no, no. I guess this mostly someone the effectiveness and efficiency is what organization looks into
Hmm.
with the regulatory thing. Because as an NBFC, you have to follow certain things and certain guidelines. Because customer is like we are in the service sector and we have to serve the customer ultimately,
Okay. Yes, sir.
right?
Right, sir.
So private could ensure that also, and the efficiency we are getting it, we are very happy.
Okay. Is there? Okay, sir. So the next question is, this was the last
Hmm.
question. Okay. So thank you
Okay.
so much आपका अपना टाइम देने के लिए इस पॉडकास्ट में, और
No, thank you so much for inviting.
यस सर, थैंक यू सो मच सर।
Thank you.